Email nyingine kutoka hiyo Epstein file inaongelelea like this guy anasema ameanza kupeana madawa kufanya wavulana wakuwe wasichana na wasichana wakuwe wavulana, yani kubadilisha hormones zao. And personally like mimi hii imenishtua sana, kwa sababu hii maneno ya ati hii maneno ya LGBTQ imekuwa inazidi sana. Mimi nilikuwa nafikiria ni hawa watu like wana promote yani hawa wazungu, but in reality I think kuna something more sinister. Anyway, hebu tupitie hiyo email pamoja. So huyu jamaa anaitwa Robert Trivers. This was in 2018. Subject inasema trans. It is very simple. I will compare male to female with female to male. With greater molecular control over development, we are increasingly capable of producing novel phenotypes, more feminine men, by blocking testosterone receptors or castration. Mimi nishangaza ni hizi madawa wanakuwa wakipatia watu namna gani? And at the same time increasing estrogen production. The one blocks male features, the second encourages female features. Na nafikiri hawa watu wenye wanapatiwa hizi madawa hawana habari. More masculine women, heavy testosterone dosage, incredible external effects, heavily bearded men. You would never guess they had a female bone in their body. Anyway, okay. There's one part nataka. Okay, you guys can just pause and then read the rest. Pole pole, cause kuna vitu zingine sitaki kuzisema. Uko chini sasa amesema ati BTW, we are now pushing intervention early. So you notice your 3-year-old son has trans tendencies. So now you intervene with hormones. I would be frightened to do that, but who knows? Kumaanisha mtoto akiwa mdogo ndo wanamwanzishia hiyo kumpatia hizo hormones, ama nini like wanapunguza testosterone, wanamuongezea estrogen, mtoto akue kama msichana na baadaye mzazi afikirie huyu anataka kuwa msichana. But this is the thing, najua hii haitatendeka in African countries. Hakuna mzazi naona atapatia mtoto wake hormone therapy kumfanya akue msichana kwa sababu anasikia kama msichana, but the kitu ilikuwa inazidi uko majuu. So now we know mahali inaanzia mtoto akiwa mdogo, wanamuongezea hormone ya wanawake na mtoto anaanza kukua kama msichana. Kile ambacho inanishangaza ni how kwanza wana concentrate more on kufanya mwanaume akue msichana. Hawataki mwanamke akue mwanaume. Like they find that from the email, nimeona ni kama how they find that disgusting. Because wanasema it's not appealing, ama walikuwa natukana, basically walikuwa natukana wanawake. That's the thing, like hawapendi wanawake. So what do you guys think? Like, are we safe in Africa? That's the question nataka kuuliza. Sisi tuko salama? Ama hii maneno vile imeongezeka sana, tunaona vijana wanapaka makeup. I mean, I get it. Kuna like there's like kuna wale wenye Mungu amewaumba tu yani feminine. That is something that I believe, but also the reality is wanakuongezea madawa. So which is which? I'm honestly just scared at this point. I'm really scared at this point. And thank God, nakumbuka ile wakati Uhuru alikuwa president, when he was I think he was interviewed by CNN. So ya kwanza alimuuliza maneno LGBTQ, are you going to allow it? Akasema we have more problems. The same question akamuuliza Ruto. So hii ni agenda wana push sana in the African community. And I'm not saying that hatuna, like we don't already have people who are homosexual. That is something in Eko. We already also do have feminine men. Mungu amewaumba hivyo 100%. Like I believe that. But Kenya mimi na like sitaki is intervening with medicine or injecting hormones kwa watoto wetu na sisi hatuna habari. People have a right to choose. We are all independent human beings. Ukitaka kuwa mwanamke just because you chose it, up to you. But if it's forced on you bila ruhusa yako, ukiwa mtoto mdogo unapatiwa madawa na hujakubali, mzazi wako hajakubali, So you guys tell me, what do you guys think? Are we safe? Hawa wazungu hawajakuwa wakikula watoto pekee. Wamekuwa wanajaribu kufanya wanawake wakuwe wanaume na wanaume wakuwe wanawake. Yani nafikiri kazi yao hawataki watu wazaeni tena. I think that is why Africa is a big threat. Because Africa we have babies like ni kama tunalipwa. Hawa watu hawataki hiyo. Sasa the transgender details enye iko hapa, huyu mwanamke anasema, and it's only like 2018, ilikuwa tu juzi, it wasn't even that far ago. Anyway, let's go through the email because most of these things is confusing me. I'm just going to pause. You guys can read it yourself mkiwa na time, but please just be shocked as I am right now. So this is the email. The subject is trans. This guy called Robert Trivers sends the email. Anyway, you guys can pause and read it for yourself, but let's go through it together. It's very simple. Anasema, I will compare male to female with female to male. With greater molecular control over development, we are increasingly capable of producing novel phenotypes. Au ndo tunawapatia mwili zetu akiawa. More feminine men by blocking testosterone receptors or castration. So how are they castrating the men? When are they giving them medicine? And at the same time, increasing estrogen production. The one blocks male features, the second encourages female features. Tunashanga kwani watoto wetu siku hizo wanakuwa kama wanawake, vijana wetu. More masculine women, heavy testosterone dosage, incredible external effects, heavily bearded men. You would never guess they have a female bone in their body. First kind, male to female, is 4 times more frequent than female to male. Yeah, ndio maana sasa unaona a lot of men squeezy wana behave tu kama mwanamke. I don't think it's their fault. I think ni kama kuna dawa watu wanapatiwa ndio wakwe like unaona like how vijana wenye wanakuwa kama mwanamke. Anyway, let's continue. I don't want to offend anyone, but this is just like my Africanness coming out. So please don't be offended. The first is attractive. He is a woman with a, penis. So that's, if your fantasy is to, you can read it. Otherwise, you're completely heterosexual. Yani as in that means you look good, you look attractive, as long as yani when ni mwanamke but uko na vitu za wanaume, and kama kazi yako ni kupendelea wanaume, you can. If not, you're like heterosexual basically. It will be much nicer if the rest of the organism is female. Then you get the best of both worlds. Let's continue. So many transsexual women are very attractive and easily make money, which in turn they assert promotes their prostitution, since they have to pay hefty fees for injections every week, but they are sexually happy. Once they have reached manhood, even castration does not prevent the sensation of organism. Contrast the poor female to male versions. So okay, so it's easier. Wanasema like from the way mimi naelewa, it's easier for them to turn men into women than turning women into men. They are unhappy and lonely. They are men with pum-pums, yani as in, the worst of both worlds. Yani how watu wanachukia wanawake. Oh my goodness. If you like smelly men, you want that, that comes with the show. If you don't want one of nature's more complex and variable structures, the pum-pum, that is an acquired taste and not with a man. Nakwambia, reading this email, it does something to your soul. Oh my god. There are hundreds of female trans videos and websites I have seen. Oh, also another thing, how watu like they're trying to make sure to promote maneno LGBTQ wakitumia porn sites, mjue hivyo. BTW, we are now pushing the intervention earlier. So you notice your 3-year-old son has trans tendency, and so now you have to intervene with hormones. I will be frightened to do that, but who knows. So him and trans, I don't think it's like big in the African community. Maybe it's something that inakuwa popular now, but as you can see already, kama mtoto like akiwa 3 years already wanapatiwa vitu yenye namfanya akwe msichana, wewe kama an African parent, I think eventually the kid hides like their true nature, and I don't think it's their fault, honestly. And this will lead to a lot of people being closeted gay people. I think, I am not sure, like, please do not be offended. This is just me very curious at this point, because this is a lot of information to digest. So what do you guys think at this point? Like, where are we heading? Like, what can we do about this? Hizi madawa wavulana wetu wanapatiwa enye nawafanya wakuwe wanawake inatoka wapi? And how do we even know that they're getting it? How do we even know that? How is it, like, how can we know? That's what I want to ask. Hawa wazungu wanakulanga watoto. Nimekuja kujua hivyo jana. Wanakula watoto wenye wamezaliwa sahi. Mimi nakwambia those emails ukisoma, you'll wish you hadn't seen it. But ni vizuri kujua ndio we protect ourselves. Hawa watu ni mashetani. And there's no way around it. Wanaabudu shetani, wanachinja watoto, wanakula watoto. Anyway, Kenya and Somalia are in the Epstein files, but it's not as bad as we thought. Sio mbaya sana. The mention of Kenya is just wakiongelea maneno ati sijui kuna mama fulani anasema she's going for a trip to Masai Mara, and then she mentions, anyway, let me share with you guys the email, because I am just in shock right now. So this lady, Peggy Segal, apparently she was involved in some land issues in Masai Mara. So this is an email that she sent. Amesema, on a plane with Mati, we are about to take off for Amsterdam to Nairobi. We land in the morning of the 19th in Amsterdam and late evening of the 19th in Nairobi. On Sunday morning, we fly into the bush to Quarters Camp in Masai Mara, then to Sasab in the 24th, whatever. Basically, okay, like, let's just go to the interesting part. We cannot thank you enough yet. Another life experience. I'm sure your life experience wanaongelea ni hii maneno ya watoto. If the Masai warriors don't eat us, the pirates from Somalia will. Yani bado wanajiona wako wazuri. Like, wanajiona after kinye tumesoma, wanajiona hao ndio wazuri. Sasa ati Masai wasipotukula. Aki mimi nimekasirika leo. Coming to PB to see you in January. Asa huko ndo the interesting part. Anasema can bring a little baby back for you or two, boy or girl. So Madonna, because Madonna used to adopt. But the interesting thing is, after President Uhuru took office, alikuwa amefanya illegal to adopt foreigners to adopt kids from Kenya, which is like, kudos. Anyway, also there's a mention of Kenyatta, which has nothing to do with him. Basically, this Arab billionaire who's a friend of Jeffrey Epstein, alikuwa anasema, I'm going to go. It was like when he was being sworn in, like to become president, that I'm going to go and witness it or something. And now to Somalia. The interesting bit to Somalia, which I think God has been protecting us, Kenyans and Somalis. Sisi tuko na Mwenyezi Mungu. The mention of Somalia is basically to do with someone opening a surgery camp. This person says, is it an idea I should wait for or keep pushing in other directions? I'm skipping in and CGI this year. The Pope is coming to run a surgery clinic in Somalia, field clinic in Liberia, and then be a doc in Nairobi slums, Kibera. Kuna watu walikuwa nasema hapo kwa X ati this is normal, like all countries do that. That's not the issue here. The issue here is the fact that Jeffrey Epstein was involved to begin with. And this guy also went to Mombasa. Like, as much as there's nothing that has been reported, but do you understand, with the way African countries are, like, not everything is publicized. How to unasikia all these stories every single time, like in America. But when things happen, when kids disappear, haijulikani sana, which that's why I think Kenya is one of the leading countries in human trafficking, and it's not even something that we talk about. So at this point, I am just shocked. I don't, like, I'm somehow slowly losing hope. Sasa mi niko hapo. You guys let me know what you think. Somaliland appears in the Epstein files. Who saw that coming? Certainly not me. Not me. But the thing is, it had nothing immoral. Like the emails were just basic business kind of thing. The thing that like surprises me the most is there's one email that I saw where I think it's the minister of Somaliland or something. He's telling Jeffrey Epstein like, we need money. Like he's basically borrowing money. Like but at the same time talking about how Somalia is horrible. Like the obsession with Somalia, trying to compare it with Hargeisa and saying, oh, Jeffrey, you should come to Hargeisa. It's very safe. It's a whole different world. Yeah. We all know what that means. And inviting Jeffrey Epstein to your country, Yo, like, I feel bad for the people of Somaliland because obviously this has nothing to do with the people of Somaliland. The other thing is how they actually wanted to create a Hollywood. Like this minister was pitching a Hollywood in Somaliland called Somalywood. And why not call it Somaliland Wood? Like, I don't know, like I thought your whole thing was distancing yourself from the Somali name. But hey, they actually wanted to make that, which like I'm sure that if it had happened, you guys would be seeing so like a lot of things that we are kind of hearing from Hollywood right now. We'd be hearing it from Somaliland. So I think in a way God was protecting the people of Somaliland. But at this point I'm not really surprised who's going to appear in the Jeffrey Epstein files. I might appear myself. This is truly insane stuff, man. This is truly insane stuff. But what can be done? Nothing. Even if you guys find like incriminating pictures of Somali leaders, I don't think there's anything that can be done. Like seriously, which I doubt is going to happen, and I don't even think it's going to happen in the case of Somaliland. But the obsession, you guys went like this guys went all the way to Jeffrey Epstein, but still obsessing over Somalia, trying to make comparisons, and yet still no recognition. Like I don't know, what do you guys think?